Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing. Never mind. Hi. I think the only person who will probably see this is Ben. But yeah, hi Ben. So this is simply just a quick walkover of what I have discovered. Pretty simple video. I thought it was going to be really difficult to understand and stuff. But obviously, as you can see, I've zoomed out of the map, and this is the part for me that's slightly crazy, because we will have successfully gotten from the tip of Whitley Bay all the way down to your place of Buckton Bempton, right? In the span of 10 days. And that blows my mind on so many levels, because the original sponsor team said that it would take, their original thing said that it would take approximately 6 to 7 weeks just to get down to Hull from Newcastle. And Hull is, it's a good 30-40 miles down there, but it's in touching distance of maybe a 15 day, maybe even less than that. Taking into account that day 11 doesn't have obviously at the start of all of these things as well, I didn't realise where we were going to be staying for day 11, because I thought day 11 would take us half of the journey down to Hull. Turns out it's not going to be that, and you're completely correct when you say that we should have a shorter place. And of course, I didn't think the shorter place would be Briglinton, because I didn't think we'd be stopping in Briglinton, but we are, so I'm alright with that. That's the first M I've done. So it's just interesting for me to understand how to get from obviously where you are to the Premier Inn. Now, I found the Premier Inn. It was really simple. So simple, in fact, I didn't even need to use the address that you gave me, because it pops up as its own little thing on Google Maps, and I was like, that's fine. It can stay there. It's not harming anyone. That's the second M. I'm keeping account of these. Third, I'm keeping account of them. And the reason I'm doing that is because I'm trying to figure out how many I actually say in a video. Reason for that, it doesn't really help the creation element of me trying to continually talk. So I'm going to try and continually talk so that conversations keep on coming out of my mouth rather than stalling. It's all part of the creation elements that exist within scripts, and that's part of why I'm stopping, thinking, and then talking, which is slightly different. I'm not used to doing this. There's an R. So there are different things that I'm trying to just sort of figure out. Now then, in terms of where am I? There's your little neck of the woods. Now, we would have done day 10. And we would have, I assume we would do the opposite of what we did to get back up to here. Now, when I first looked at this, I remember all that time ago when I first looked at this, I was like, we can't walk past the RSPB area. We can't walk across this bit here, and I had us walking on the Flamborough main road. I had us walking into Flamborough. I had us walking down onto a footpath that goes along the coast here, and down into Briglinton. So, you know, I'm just sort of glad that I was able to get your approval from the fact that there is a way to get that entire that entire sort of way. So now, using the helpful advice you've given me, going to try and do this. So I think, if I've got this right, which I think I have, this white line that goes right down, all the way down here, past the staple nook, and then it stops here. I would assume, I'm going to take a gamble on you here, Ben. There isn't a path registered here. There's no path. But I'm going to take a gambit chance that you know that there is a path here. And that this path leads us to... Oh, this is hard. This is hard. Because I know... Right. Hang on. Hang on. I can't just do that. I can't just do that. I honestly do trust you with this whole path thing. I do. But there is. There's a path. I had to see it with my own eyes. There's a path. I didn't zoom in this far down before, so that explains why there's now a path there. Now, I'm curious actually, did Ben, in the last did you get a steamroller and make this path yourself? Because I'm sure this path has appeared from nowhere. Is that what you did, Ben? Did you make this path? I mean, if you managed to make a path, I would applaud you anyway, because making a path is hard. So that's number 4. So we would go down through here. Actually, it might be number 5 by this point. But the point is that we go through here, up and around here. There's a small path that goes through there, by the looks of things. That takes us past the Thorrock Bay Cafe. Thrack? Oh, it's Thornwick, sorry. Then round the car park. Would you just stay on this road and then walk up onto this path? Or is there a different way? Or is that correct, that you would walk on the road and then onto this path? Because there's a path right here. So there is a path. It's a circulation path. Because it goes right round, but it then disappears when it comes to here. And I zoomed out and I was like, oh no, we've lost the path. And then I was like, oh wait, no we haven't, it's here. And it goes past the car park. And I was like, oh yay, so it goes into the car park, and then it just starts again. And it just keeps going. So is this the path that we'd be on? If it is, this is the path we'd be on. It's this, just staying on this path. Episode 11, this is, just for a reminder for myself. But we'd stay on, right, I want to know what this is, the drinking dinosaur. I'm really intrigued by what that is. Don't understand why it's called the drinking dinosaur. I want to know. We will be walking past it. That was number 6, but we will be walking past this. I want to know what this is. So down this path, no longer on the Cleveland Way. I think the Cleveland Way, it still exists, but it's not because it turns into the Clifftop Walk instead of the Cleveland Way. So the Cleveland Way doesn't exist anymore. Actually, no, I'm saying that it does exist. You ready for know where the Cleveland Way is? So where on the Clifftop Way? The Cleveland Way is a path gate that came over this field here. And I know that's not what we want to do. and we can walk across the beach, I remember you said, and up onto the bit that goes behind the beach, and keep walking down the beach, and there's a path that goes back into the beach. It's all the way down till we get to Briglinton, and to get to the Premier Inn, pretty simple, on the promenade, walk over a thing, walk into a car park, and boom, we're at the front door. So that's it. I just need to know if there's anything in that that's essentially different, or if there's anything that you would do differently on the headland or anything like that. I just know that that whole section is one specific path. I'm really intrigued by the drinking dinosaur. I want to know what that is, but I'm going to wait because the excitement is too much. Also, just a little thing to note as well. That's number 8, but that's fine. Up until this point, we've been able to see, like, straight down. So when we started here, when we look down this way, the furthest point outwards is here, right? As soon as we get onto the other side of that, we're saying goodbye to this section and saying hello to the next section, because in the distance we'll be able to see from there the land of Great Yarmouth. I'm not saying that there to there to there is the halfway point. I'm sure the halfway point is more likely somewhere around this location here, but it's just a really fun fact that that's the end of a chapter, really. It's like, there's the north of England sort of thing, and now we're heading down into the south. That's what it feels like. So, yeah. So yes, that is that. So I hope you enjoyed this little episode just for you. It was a bit of fun. So, obviously just tell me what you think on the... Yeah, just tell me on the chat what you think, and we'll go from there. Alright, yes, okay. I think that's the end. This is Peter Reviews. Adios and goodbye.